How about we build some comp stuff? I have no idea what I'm doing other than just winging it. Just check it out. Are you ready for this? So, my lack, I guess, of ability to do any kind of competition in the last few years has kind of, I don't know, come to a head, I guess. So I decided that it would be a cool idea to build a C2. This was like last fall. I kind of was messing around with it. It wasn't super serious. Then I saw Class 0 stuff, and I was like, oh, that looks cool too. So now I have a Class 2 and a Class 0. So let's go over exactly what I've done. Which one do you want to see first? Pick a number between 1 and 2. 2. Okay, we'll go with Class 2. So, basic Class 2 stuff. This actually needs a lot more work. I thought I had everything all set up, but the rear wheels need to go back a little bit. Front wheels are real nice. They are very, very nice as far as placement. But the rear wheels, it's not long enough. I think it's just at 12 inches. I think my girlfriend stole my tape measure again. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, I think last time I checked it was like 12. Yeah, it's literally right at 12 inches. So it's not big enough for your mom. It's not big enough for me either. But basically, Cliffhanger body, Brazin chassis. These body mounts, I just drilled them. The body's real fresh. Super stuck on there. There we go. Brazin chassis. Brazin chassis. When I bought this thing, I knew it was kind of expensive, and I knew you could 3D print parts. I didn't know what all was entailed. That's what happened. So then I paid, you know, whatever the hell, Shapeways, what seemed like $1 million freaking dollars for this front piece, and then the rear little cross brace thing, and these guys. And then I went ahead and bought the Carbon Works, but it's like sub. I don't remember what the hell it's called. It's an angled skid because the chassis sits here and then does the thing. So Carbon Works skid, and then I have another front motor mount. I literally have like 9 of these things, and they're on everything, and it's okay with me. So skid's angled. It has incision, 90 millimeters. This one, they were used, and the guy said they were good. Hadn't had a whole lot of use on them and everything. This one just flops off. So I'll have to figure something else out there, but it is what it is. SCX 10-3 straight axles that I got off the Amazon. Savox 1230. I know for a fact that these will put up with heavy trail use, like being out on the trail for like an hour with a BEC, turning pretty much anywhere I want to, especially on 4S and stuff. And this is going to run on 3. So I don't have any problems running this. I don't have any hesitation running it or anything like that. Let's see. Bent rear stainless links off of, I have no idea what. I had them, they're off something. I don't know. Stainless upper links. The Phoenix upper link on the front. Like I said, just random links. Some Delrin rod in the rear just to hold the frame together. I don't have any bumpers on it yet. I want to get like some carbon fiber bumpers, or maybe just little aluminum tabs or something that I'll make. Proline Trenchers. These have Proline dual stages in the front and Krawler Innovations mediums in the rear. And I also, some of the other, god damn it, stupid stool. Some of the other tires was I bought BFG Krawlers, all in Predator. We've been out in the wet and stuff, and like if you have mud and everything, trenchers can kind of build up. They're not bad. I'm not saying they're bad. I like to have options. I don't want, oh man, I wish I would have spent, you know, $12 on whatever, I don't know, whatever the hell. I like to know that I'm prepared. So I bought, these are the 105s, 101s, the methods that everybody likes. I'm not a huge fan of, but they're one of the few wheels that came in an orange color. So I've got those. The basically carbon fiber Holies from Punks 3D. And then I also got these, I think they're called handles. These are just some more orange, these are machete knockoffs, I think, from Amazon. Once again, they came in orange. I have a paint scheme planned for this, and I wanted orange wheels, so these are the same way. Both fronts have the brass rotors on them. Well, obviously all four fronts, both sets have brass rotors. And then the rears of these, I believe, are mediums as well, and the fronts are the Proline dual stages. Not 100% sure I like that setup. I'm gonna have to drive it a little bit. May figure that out. These are all Predators. These are off of something else. I believe these are G8s, but they're awful sticky, so I'm not 100% sure. They could be Predator, but they don't have any blue dots, but they've also been on like 3 different trucks, and I've had them a year. And I know they were used before that, so I'm not sure, but I'm gonna see how those work. There's the BP Customs, one or the other. BP Customs stainless rings on like Mickey Thompson 8-hole wheels, Amazon knockoff Jazz, painted black. The only BP Customs thing I'll ever own again, because that one Rancho chassis I bought sucked, and kind of don't really want to mess with them anymore. But anyway, so that's my class 2. We'll do some stuff on that. I'll have that out a lot. There's supposedly a place by my work. Man, these are still tight. I need to throw those out a little more. Supposedly a place by my work that I can go out crawling by the river. I carry most of the time. I have my friend on your hip, and you are very, very likely to find a dead body in this river if you're from Indy. And I'll just say I work on the west side at a place, and I'm by a river. And if you know where that is, you're gonna say, oh yes, you can find dead bodies in there driving around by the river, I'm sure. So don't really know how keen I am to doing that. Now we have the old Class 0 rig here, and I kind of had it all thrown together. So bought a little Wolverine guy. For whatever reason, now is trying to kick my door out. There we go. Anywho, Injora 270 millimeter. This is a JK 2-door. I had to buy the 4-door doors just to get the 2-door doors, because I couldn't find just the 2-door doors, and for $12 or whatever, it's whatever. I have doors now for something, God only knows what. The rear is kind of hot rodded because the cantilevers aren't on and it's not adjusted yet. But the front is all set down. I got some keys on it. So I made the rear hinge. Still working out body mounts for this. I've got the rear done. I have the front done on the body, but not on the chassis. So what we have here.
What we've got here.
X-Trail chassis that I got, I believe, at the swap meet last year. I picked it up. It was like $5 or something stupid. I paid almost nothing for it. It's been sitting. I have no idea what I was going to do with it. I just picked it up because it was cheap. Found a home for it. Rear cantilever kit. I had to drill 1 hole on each side, I believe, but then these holes I think were there, or one or the other. So I know you can go 2 ways. You can go like with a super heavy rig and, it stays planted or whatever, and then other people are going super, super light, which is kind of what I'm doing with my Class 2. But with this, having this heavy plastic body, what's in there? There's drive shaft in there. With this having the heavy body, I kind of knew I needed to go with a heavy chassis as far as axles and everything. It's all unsprung. So our rules for Class 0 are 100 millimeters and under for tires. Conveniently, the JConcepts Hunks and Tusks. There we go. Weird ass names, by the way. Hunks. It's very odd. Anyway, we'll call them not Super Swamper knockoffs. In the green compound, they are 3.93, which is right at 100 millimeters. Totally legal for me to use. 1.9s. Once again, I believe these are 310 knockoffs. They're Vanquish knockoffs of China's. So, anywho, SSD Diamond cases. They have locked up spools front and rear. The rear is underdriven. The front is overdriven. Samex knuckles and the C-hubs. And then I have the SSD mounts on the axles as well. Works great. I haven't had power to it, but I know they work great. I've had a pair of them before. And let's see, just links I had laying around. The front is high clearance, the rear are not. I'm going to try to make a set of high clearance links, but they're so short that I'm not really too sure how effective they're going to be. I do have some aftermarket rings on there too, by the way. TF2 transfer case, I believe. I got this at the swap meet. It was like $10, $15, something like that. I have an aluminum case. I think this is Hot Racing. Aluminum case, SCX10, and then a Castle slate. And I made this mount. So basically this mount mounts to this hole here. This hole here is kind of bent at a 90. And then I drilled slots, and I had the motor everywhere. I clearanced everything on the body. I didn't like it, realized I could get it lower and farther forward. So I slotted them all out, slotted out the holes, and started shimmying it. So now it sits at like a 30-degree angle this way, front to back, and then also sits kind of, I don't know, about a 15-degree angle this way, and it's very shoved forward. It's pinched together in the front for the frame rails, so that way everything's a little bit nicer. A Red Cat Reefs 422 HD out of one of them little hoppy cars. Should do the steering just fine. Let's see. I just got this like 2 weeks ago. I think 2 weeks ago I got everything, and I've been messing with it. Getting really close. I need to finish the front body mounts, put the drive shafts on, which I have to take the transfer case at inputs and output shafts and shorten them. They don't let the drive shafts go all the way on. I'll put my cantilevers on. I have the long travel cantilevers. I'll shorten the links. And that's basically, after that, we're setting up electronics, and she'll be a runner. So I'm pretty excited about that. It needs a tie rod too. It's pretty good to go. I'm gonna do something with a cage. I don't like this top. Just everybody, I don't know, everybody's doing a couple different things, and I don't like being like everybody. So I'm gonna do something different. One of the things I did was I got the tube doors, so that kind of helped, because that's one way or the other. So I decided to make a play on all the stereotypes of Jeep people. So I have the mountains going down the side. I bought a decal and it says "Wave damn it," because you know, you Jeep wavers and stuff, which I have a Cummins, and all the Cummins people started doing that too. I bought a home stubby, mostly because if I can move the motor farther forward and over, it actually gets it away and out of the firewall, but the motor starts hitting the shock tower. So I bought a Holmes stubby, 2200 I believe, a little bit shorter. It should let me kick the motor over it a little bit and then slide it forward, which will help me tremendously with this thing. To get the weight forward to begin with, and then also to get it out of the firewall and not have to keep cutting on the firewall. And then you've got to have 6 scale points. So I tried to figure out what I'm going to do with scale points. I got a cooler, I got a little box, I have a jerry can. Kind of like what my buddy was saying, you have to carry more shit than most people I know that actually will in real life would ever carry. I have a high lift. Went over to the old Hobby Lobby, got some drinks, got some purple drink, some yellow drink, some orange drink, green, and some root beer. And most importantly, for any Jeeper ever, with all your little mall crawlers and all the cool little Jeep Wave things, tell me what you know about some ducks. Got me a couple little rubber ducks. Gonna plaster those all over the dashboard. Probably go back and get some more, because you know, you're not a real Jeep guy unless you have an angry grill, which I've found and may have on the way. Gotta get your angry grill, because you're also angry. You're angry that you drive Jeeps. And then you gotta have the rubber ducks, just one side of the dash all the way to the other, in 14 different colors. Some of them are little demons, some of them are like dominatrix ducks, and blue ducks, and yellow ducks, and orange ducks, and red ducks, and purple ducks, and green ducks, and rainbow ducks, and goddamn favorite baseball team ducks and favorite football team ducks and, you know, NASCAR ducks, Duke for Dale ducks, number 3, which would be the only duck that I'd probably ever actually have, because, you know, if you don't do it for Dale, then you don't do it for nothing. And then, so, you know, just ducks. So I got some ducks. Now I'm going to get some more ducks. Then I got to put a few more things in there. And then this bee will be about ready to run. Figure out some sort of like little tubey cage or something to get rid of this big flat top. And then we'll be ready to go make an embarrassment of ourselves and stuff. So that's it. That's basically all my projects. We are now done. You are caught up all summer. That is all for now. I appreciate... Ooh, damn, my heater's hot. I appreciate you watching, as always, of course, because it's a good thing, you know? I hope you're learning something. If you have any questions, make sure to ask, because then that makes more things for me to do without actually having to think about what to do. So that's good for both of us. Anyway, you have a wonderful day. I appreciate you watching. I will see you later. Bye!